made the general appeal, and I first stood up on a Sunday to announce the capital campaign and that we were going into the general phase. It was the Sunday after September the 11th of 2001.
It was a time of fear, of doubt, of economic and global uncertainty. Yet it was a time for coming together at Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church, a faith-filled common mission surrounding a 50-year-old dream.
We were always told we were going to get a new church. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally we have a new church 50 years later.
For Marilyn Eckelkamp, her mother Lucille, and for hundreds of other lifelong Lourdes parishioners, this building represents their foundation of faith. They are building family, fellowship, and a future.
I would just feel bad if I couldn't do what I'm doing. Prayer means a lot to me.
Lucille and Marilyn, like so many at Lourdes, see the magnificent new space not merely as a church, but as a community, a home. It's all about coming together as family.
8 years ago, my husband was very ill, and I had a lot of wonderful people, get teary-eyed talking about, that came to me and to my home to be there for me. And so now I want to give back, and so I try to do that for them.
This is a great group of people.
Lourdes' new pastor, Father Mike Boehm, has been amazed by the spirit of Christian compassion and kindness here. He's energized by the potential of all that can happen, but he's inherited significant debt from the new church.
My immediate thinking was, how can we get moving on it? Because the last thing I want a debt to do is to weigh us down so we can't do other things.
I think this parish is behind him 110%. He's got a great personality, he's got a great amount of energy. He's not afraid to tackle tough issues and tough projects, but we got to help him. We got to get behind him. We got to literally put our money where our mouth is.
It's very old lighting from its original lighting to the building.
No parish project looms larger than the aging and stressed school.
One of the dreams would be to air condition the building to make the learning atmosphere a lot better for our kids.
Thousands of Our Lady of Lourdes parishioners have played and prayed here and have been given their foundation of faith.
To me, a school is what really makes a parish thrive. And so if you don't have the school, that foundation, then I think your parish is dying, and nobody wants to see that happen.
Parishioner Sue Warden recently made the rounds to Washington public, parochial, and private schools, trying to find the right fit for her kindergartner, William. And they found a special spirit at Lourdes.
Every time someone talked to us, religion and faith entered into that conversation, just naturally. So it was nice, because I want them to have the best academics, but I also want it to be faith-based. And I want them to care about my child as a whole, and I just got that feeling.
However, many in the parish understand that if something is not done about upgrading technology and better facilities, future Lourdes families may not make the same choice. We can't allow facilities to be a reason for not giving our children a faith-filled education.
We got the church going. It's time to finish and grow for the future.
And this is the future right here. This is our granddaughter, and I want this to be here for her.
This school is one of the most important things on this campus. I mean, we have a beautiful church, and it's wonderful to go to church there, and we can be very proud of that. But if we don't have this school giving that foundation day in and day out through the dedicated teachers, is the future of this parish.
You're doing a nice job, folks.
This is an investment in our faith, an investment in our children's faith, their lives. And, much like we would invest in our financial savings, we have to do this too.
There's no better money spent than to putting it towards your children and them receiving a quality education, but not just an education, a Catholic education, a foundation that they can bring with them as they get older and into becoming young adults.
The Hellebusch family see this campaign just as they saw the last one, an opportunity to celebrate Lourdes' spirit of community.
I think it'll just be an awesome testimonial to our Catholic faith. I mean, I think we have enough people here that we're going to succeed.
Their 12-year-old son, Jack, certainly hopes so, as this 6th grader plans one day to send his kids to Lourdes School.
Just to experience what I did, kind of cool to do what your grandpa did and your dad did and do the same thing.
The task is tall, and the ask is not small. Everyone involved in this campaign recognizes the financial fears that families face. But as St. Paul says, God's grace is sufficient, and His power is made perfect in times of weakness.
It's a time, I think, when people get back to the basics, realize what's important, dig deep, think about where they want to put their resources, and then make a real commitment to making some stuff happen.
That commitment, that spirit of family, is alive and well at Our Lady of Lourdes. This campaign is one more opportunity to pull together for His glory.
You're so proud of your church. You're proud of the people, the building, the spirit, the beliefs.
We're a community that finishes things. We're not a community that just gets things started.
I think there's a purpose, and that purpose is to complete this building and to finish the job that we started. I think we'll all have to just give it a lot of serious consideration and make that leap of faith.
When it gets tough, the tough get going, you know that.
Yeah,
that type of thing.
I mean, being very stubborn, and we're going to
right.
stick this out, you know, through the good times and the bad.
I want the older, the young, I want everyone to be a part. I want my children to understand what it is to be a part of a group that doesn't mean age, it doesn't mean race, it just means we're all Christians, Catholics that come together who want to be here.
It's going to take the whole parish to come together as a community, as a family.
We can't control the future, and we put our trust in the Lord, and we feel we're being challenged to meet this goal and to sacrifice.
If it means making that extra contribution, I think people will do it. And how do you say no to cute little faces like this?
As Archbishop Carlson noted upon his recent visit, I was told Our Lady of Lourdes has a special energy and a special new worship space. I was not disappointed on either account. The new church will give Lourdes many more special opportunities in the years ahead. We hope every family at Our Lady of Lourdes Parish will rise up and participate in the Foundation of Faith campaign. Together we will continue to build family, fellowship, and our future.
I think we have a lot of positive attitude here. We have a lot of positive attitude. It's a family. I feel very much that we're coming together. I think everybody wants to come together.
We've become a parish family because we have a much better place to worship, and I think that in itself has generated a lot of excitement.
And the pride among the parishioners to have this parish. You're proud to come here and say, this is part of what I did.